It's the final week of the Missouri TSA State Virtual Championship. These past few weeks of the conference have been wonderful to be able to hold events, awards, and to recognize many members and different achievements such as degree recipients and scholarship winners. Even though we could not have an in-person conference, the continued support of TSA allowed for everyone to still compete and to show their work throughout the year. We have had over 70 judges from 17 different states and even 2 different countries. Many things have changed and have been canceled, but that does not discourage us. Instead, it has made us rise to the challenge and to become more united. Now, let's begin with the awards.
Hello, and it's Cassie, off the grid in the rain, with your off the grid middle school results. In second place, from Newmark Middle School, we have Matthew Chaffin, Ahmed Guler, Paul Yern, Matthew Kim, and Antonio Liberitz. And in first place, for middle school off the grid, from Spring Garden Middle School, we have Kennedy Beaver, Kendall Boutin, Reagan Kovic, and Riley Laninger. Congratulations to both teams.
Hey, Missouri TSA. Firstly, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone that made my experience in TSA possible. Thank you for giving me 6 fantastic years as a member, and thank you for trusting me this year to serve you. I've been writing this speech in my head since I was in 6th grade at my first state conference. I imagine standing up on that stage in St. Pat's as a senior, getting a little, or okay, maybe more than a little teary, and remembering every moment that I had in Missouri TSA. Now, I don't think I have to tell you that we're not in St. Pat's right now. And I can almost guarantee that this speech will not be good enough to warrant 6 years of writing. But that doesn't really change much for me. I'm so glad to have had the chance to make so many memories. At my first state conference, I didn't know that there was only one correct answer when someone asks you how you feel, and I didn't know that some of the best moments of my life would happen on the campus of Missouri S&T, a college that I had literally never heard of before. But here's the thing I got wrong. All of those years, I was imagining giving this speech and I was picturing a goodbye. I thought that once I left the halls of Missouri S&T for the last time, I would be done with TSA. My navy blue blazer and royal blue shirt would hang in the back of my closet, dusty, forgotten memories. But here's the thing. This is most certainly not a goodbye. Missouri TSA, you cannot get rid of me that easily. I'll be back. I'm not exactly sure when, but I know that I'm not done with TSA. It will always be a part of me, a part that gave me the chance to be able to become who I am today. Even if I don't have my official dress with me, there will always be a section of my heart that will forever be cloaked in a navy blue blazer. I want to leave you with just a little bit of a challenge, Missouri TSA. Don't let this organization become something you just did for fun in middle school and high school. Let it become a part of you and let it teach you all that it can, because if you do, you'll do things that you never would have even imagined were possible when you joined. No matter what school you come from, no matter what events you compete in, no matter how long you've been a member, just know one thing. You have a place here. You are a part of one big family. Now, Missouri TSA, how does that feel?
Hi everyone. The last week is finally here, and it's crazy to think that this is the last time I'll be coming to you for middle school awards. This week, our middle school event was middle school problem solving. In 5th place from Newmark Middle School, Matthew Chaffin and Ahmed Guler. In 4th place from the Whitfield School, Lucy Hindry and Finley Wilkins. In 3rd place from Newmark Middle School, Antonio Lobares and Paul Giarl. From Pleasant Hill Middle School, Maria Ore and Anna Hayes. And your middle school problem-solving champions for the 2020 state conference from Reed Middle School, Alex Klotfelter and Josiah Harper. Thank you sincerely for allowing me to present your middle school awards this year. It has been an honor.
It is my pleasure to recognize the 2019-2020 Missouri TSA Officer Team. This year's team has shown incredible dedication and has accomplished a lot. They implemented several new conferences to serve Missouri TSA members, and in face of the COVID-19 outbreak, they created Missouri TSA's first virtual conference. Each officer will receive this plaque to commemorate their service to this year's team. Mary Wood is your 2019-2020 Missouri TSA State President. Mary is a three-time state officer for Missouri TSA and the undisputed leader of this year's team. The respect she had from her team was well-deserved. Mary has the attitude, drive, and dedication that are essential in a state president, and her qualities rubbed off on her team. Thank you, Mary, for your kindness, leadership, and dedication to Missouri TSA. Chandler Jocano was your Missouri TSA State Vice President. This was Chandler's second year serving Missouri TSA as a state officer. His natural speaking ability and charm made him a great candidate. However, it was his dedication and work ethic that made him an excellent officer. We appreciate and will miss your leadership, Chandler. Ben Benhart is your Missouri TSA State Secretary. Ben has a special place in his heart for Missouri TSA. His desire was not just to do a good job as a state officer, but to make sure the members had the best possible experience. He used his talents to improve the Fall Leadership Conference and to make the virtual sessions the best they could be. You have our gratitude, Ben. Shane Henke is your Missouri TSA State Treasurer. Shane is not the kind of officer that seeks the spotlight. Shane's goals were to improve Missouri TSA and serve the members. He worked diligently to improve the state championships that we were unable to hold. Some might have been discouraged to see so much work go unused, but Shane was undeterred and helped make the virtual conference a success. Good job, Shane. Morgan Patterson is your Missouri TSA State Reporter. Morgan took the roles and duties of reporter very seriously. He brought much needed vision and expertise to this year's team and enabled us to expand our communication with our members. Thank you, Morgan. Missouri TSA will benefit from your efforts for years to come. Maxwell Gessert is your Missouri TSA State Sergeant at Arms. As you can tell from the virtual award sessions, Maxwell is one of the most naturally gifted state officers Missouri TSA has ever had. Despite a serious injury early in this year's term, which prevented him from attending the Fall Leadership Conference, Maxwell remained committed and involved. You're amazing, Maxwell. Thank you. Jackson Melman is your Missouri TSA Northeast Region Vice President. Jackson was an invaluable asset to this year's team, not only because of his dedication and talents, but because of his friendly disposition and lighthearted nature that helped bring the team together. We appreciate you, Jackson. Philip Rojas is your Missouri TSA Northwest Region Vice President. Philip is a shining example of what a state officer should and can be. He not only organized the first ever Northwest Region Fall Leadership Conference, but he also used his talents to create the graphics and edit the videos for the Missouri TSA virtual award sessions. Thank you, Philip. Tiffany Fong is your Missouri TSA Southeast Region Vice President. Tiffany was an enthusiastic leader on this year's officer team. Tiffany wasn't just a verbal leader, but also led by the quality and quantity of work she did for you. I'm proud of you, Tiffany. Thanks for all you've done. Emily Boyer is your Missouri TSA Southwest Region Vice President. Emily is unquestionably one of the finest senior leaders I've had the opportunity to work with. She organized and led Missouri TSA's two largest regional conferences, the Southwest Regional Fall Leadership Conference and the Southwest Missouri Winter Conference. Thank you, Emily. Audrey Hoggett is your Southern Missouri TSA State Officer Liaison. Audrey's enthusiasm and dedication have been an inspiration to this year's team. Despite battling significant health issues, she has been one of the hardest working and most reliable members of the officer team. Well done, Audrey. Cassie O'Connell is your Northern Missouri TSA State Officer Liaison. Cassie has served Missouri TSA as a state officer since her freshman year. Her commitment and hard work for Missouri TSA have always been apparent, but this year, her senior leadership was invaluable. Thank you, Cassie.
This is the hardest speech that I've ever had to give throughout my entire time in TSA. Harder than general session presentations, leadership sessions, or even my own campaign speeches. Because how do I say goodbye? How do I say goodbye to the organization that's been a part of my life for so many years? And let's be honest, not just a part, but the most impactful part of my life. When I joined TSA, I was a shy, soft-spoken girl whose face turned beet red every time she set foot on a stage and who was so afraid to talk to new people. 7 years later, she's a woman who, while maybe not effortlessly, most certainly confidently spoke in front of 8,000 people and had fun doing it. Who's made countless connections with members from across the state, country, and world. Who's represented over 250,000 members for 2 consecutive years. I've grown up in TSA. Throughout my time as a member and an officer, I've had the opportunity to enact change within the organization. But even more so, TSA has enacted change within me. The lessons I've learned, the opportunities I've had, the people I've met, and the mentors I've gained have all impacted the person who I am today. Saying goodbye is hard, but I guess what I have to remember is that for me, this isn't a goodbye. It's just a change. And change is hard too, don't get me wrong. But change means that this isn't the end of my journey. Filming my farewell to TSA in my house, this isn't the last you'll see of me. It's time for the next set of leaders to take the stage. But you better bet that I'm going to be right there cheering them on in the front row.
Is it week 5 already? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Maxwell Show. I'm your host, Maxwell, here to bring you the latest and greatest from week 5's competitive, strenuous, and rigorous high school and middle school events. Minus the middle school part. Without further ado, I'll be reading off the finalists from Tech Problem Solving. In 5th place, we have Sullivan High School. In 4th place, we have Liberty North High School. And in 3rd place, Blue Springs High School. In 2nd place, Springfield Central High School, Chung An and Tanner Wilson. And in 1st place, for high school tech problem solving, Springfield Central High School with Tauheed Mahmoud and Liz Cardoza. Springfield Central High School. They really know how to solve those technical problems, am I right? You don't have to applaud. It's fine. Now, without further ado, I believe my time is up. The time now calls for a transition to the next part of this video from my segment. One last time, my name is Maxwell Gessert, signing off.
It is time to install your 2020-2021 officer team. New officers, being a state officer is a great experience and is a huge responsibility. In order to help this association grow, there must be cooperation exercised and a good work ethic established by every member present. Having read the duties and the responsibilities of your office, do you pledge to lead this organization to the best of your ability?
Hello, Missouri TSA. My name is Lynn Nguyen. I'm from North Kansas City High School, and I pledge to fulfill my duties as one of your 2020-2021 state officers.
Hello, Missouri TSA. My name is Aiden Hoover. I'm a rising senior at Willard High School. As a 2020 to 2021 Missouri TSA State Officer, I pledge to fulfill all of my duties and responsibilities to the best of my ability.
I'm Mackenzie Balhobby from Adrian High School, and I pledge to fulfill all of my duties as a member of the 2020-2021 Missouri TSA State Officer Team.
Hi, I'm Dakota Smith, and I'm from Troy Buchanan High School. I pledge to fulfill all my duties and responsibilities given to me as Missouri TSA Northeast Regional Vice President to the best and fullest of my abilities.
Howdy everybody, my name is Charles Maloney from North Kansas City High School, and I hereby pledge to fulfill all my duties and responsibilities as a member of the 2020-2021 Missouri TSA State Officer Team. Let's have a great year, everybody. Thank you.
Missouri TSA, I'm Samuel Kim from Carl Junction, and I pledge to fulfill my duties and responsibilities as Southwest Regional Vice President to the best of my abilities. Thank you.
Hello, Missouri TSA. I'm Alex Schumacher from Oakville High School, and I pledge to fulfill my duties and responsibilities as a 2020-2021 Missouri TSA State Officer.
Hello, Missouri TSA. I'm Tiffany Pham from Carl Junction High School, and I pledge to fulfill my duties as your state president to the best of my ability.
I now declare the 2020-2021 Missouri TSA State Officers officially installed and responsible for performing the duties of their offices. Hey everyone, it's Mary Wood, your 2019-2020 Missouri TSA State President. I joined TSA as a 6th grader, but I didn't realize the impact that it would have on me. Even that first conference, when my advisor smiled at me and he told me he added a few events for me, I was nervous, but I also fell in love. TSA became a home where I could open up and become a better person, encouraged by everyone in it. TSA is where I found my place, my voice. Of course, I would like to thank some of the people in my life. Mr. Hogan and Mr. Sears, you both have supported me, driving long distances, believing in my abilities, and being father figures as I spent more time with you than at home. To my parents and friends who have listened to me talk nonstop about TSA conferences, listened to parliamentary procedure when I would practice for chapter team, and stuck around when I would go into my state mode. Amina Scaletti, to everything we have been through together, to being someone I can rely on and the perfect debate partner. We have gone through TSA together, and our middle school selves would be proud. You, Ian, and myself had a dream of being state officers, and we completed it. To the members of Missouri TSA, your trust. To be able to serve you for 3 years and to be your president, an honor I will never forget. Being able to serve as a state officer has made it almost unbearable to say goodbye. Each team I served on was unique, and we had many memories and friendships that I will forever cherish. I'm so lucky, though, to be once a middle schooler looking at my brother on the stage running the conference, to be the one on the stage running the conference. I never thought that I would be an officer, let alone your president. I was inspired to make a difference by the officer teams before me, which I hope the same for you, to make a leap and to become someone who inspires others. This year has been absolutely amazing with my officer team. I didn't think there would be a hardworking and more driven friends, especially with the challenges we faced. We have been able to make more conferences and become more engaging to the members than in the past. I have loved working with all of you. Thank you. Chandler, my vice president. You have always been someone I could joke with and have always had my back, even though your running joke is that you would take presidency from me. Words alone cannot express the emotions I feel. There's too many years and not enough words. So instead, I wish everyone the best as we all head into the future. This is not goodbye, for I'm sure I'll remain part of TSA, but it is the end of the chapter. How do I feel? I feel good. Oh, I feel so good. I believe in TSA, and I know that the fellow officers are in good hands with the members of Missouri TSA. I also know that the members are in good hands with these officers. I now hand the gavel to your new president, Tiffany Pham for the closing ceremonies.
Thanks, Mary. Thank you to everyone who has participated and helped make this year's virtual state championships a reality. Missouri TSA was the only state to hold a virtual conference that offered every TSA competitive event. Together, we truly lived by the TSA motto, learning to lead in a technical world. Congratulations, Missouri TSA. Now I declare the 42nd Missouri TSA State Championships adjourned.